morning, Gritters. Welcome back to Grace and Grit. Here we talk about the real stuff, the messy stuff, the unspoken stuff. We talk about life, marriage, motherhood, and everything in between. And we do it all with no judgment, no shame, just grace. Remember to be kind in chat and in the line at the checkout. And if you're ready, grab your coffee. Let's talk. This week, we're doing something a little different. Most weeks, we dig into the hard things. We talk about growth, struggles, emotions, and all of the ways we're trying to figure out life as we go. And those conversations matter. They really do. But if we're honest for a moment, sometimes constantly analyzing ourselves and trying to improve and navigate life better can be exhausting. Sometimes the work of looking inward, learning lessons, fixing habits, healing wounds, and trying to become a better version of ourselves can feel just as tiring as the things that life throws at us in the first place. We spend so much time reflecting and correcting and growing that sometimes we forget to pause and simply acknowledge the good that already exists in our lives and in ourselves. So this week, we're not doing a deep dive. We're not picking apart our habits or dissecting our emotions or trying to solve all of life's complicated problems. Instead, this week, we're just going to take a breath, just a moment to breathe. And we're going to talk about something that doesn't get nearly enough attention. The good stuff. The good parts about being a wife. The good parts about being a mother. The good parts about being a woman. Today is a little bit of a toot our own horns kind of conversation. And honestly, sometimes we need that. Because the truth is, women carry a lot in this world. We carry families and schedules, responsibilities and expectations. We carry emotional weight and invisible labor and mental checklists that never really turn off. We remember the appointments, the birthdays, the grocery list, the school events, the things that need to be done tomorrow, and the things that probably should have been done yesterday. We carry worries about our children, about our partners, about our homes, and sometimes even people who aren't in our immediate circle. But still, somehow, they find a place in our hearts and our mind, and we carry that weight too. We carry hope and responsibility and the constant desire to make things better for people we love. And because we're so used to carrying those things, we rarely stop and acknowledge something incredibly important, which is that we are actually doing a pretty amazing job. Not perfectly, because, well, nobody does anything perfectly, but incredibly. Day after day, women wake up and show up and do the work of life, whether that work is seen or unseen, whether it is celebrated or completely overlooked. There is something powerful about the quiet strength women bring into everyday life. It's not the kind of strength that shows up in dramatic moments or big achievements that the world applauds. It's the kind of strength that shows up in ordinary moments. The strength of getting everybody ready in the morning, even when you're tired. The strength of holding your patience together when your day has already been long. The strength of caring about people even when caring takes emotional energy that you barely feel like you have left. There's a strength in the way women nurture families and friendships and communities. There is a strength in the way women adapt when life changes and we find a way forward even when the path ahead is unclear. And the funny thing is most women don't even see their own strength because to them, it just feels like doing what needs to be done. It feels normal. It feels like responsibility. It feels like just another day. But when you step back and really look at it, the truth is kind of obvious. Think about motherhood for a moment. Motherhood is one of those roles that is filled with both chaos and beauty, sometimes at the exact same time. There are days that feel messy and overwhelming and full of noise and laundry and questions and constant motion. But inside those days are also those small, beautiful moments that make it all meaningful. The sound of your children laughing so hard they can't catch their breath. The random hug that comes out of nowhere. The quiet moment at bedtime when the house finally slows down and you realize just how much those little people trust you to guide them through the world. Those moments might seem small, but they carry enormous meaning. They are reminders that the love we pour into our children shapes the way they experience life. And the truth is, mothers do so much more than they give themselves credit for. Mothers are teachers and protectors and problem solvers. We're comforters and cheerleaders, all rolled into one. Mothers are the ones who wipe tears and celebrate the victories and help navigate the confusing parts of growing up. And even on those days when motherhood feels exhausting or messy or imperfect, the love behind it is powerful and real and lasting. Being a wife, it carries its own quiet beauty as well. Marriage is often talked about in big terms like commitment and partnership and building a life together. But the heart of marriage actually lives in the everyday moments. It lives in the shared routines and the inside jokes and the comfort of knowing someone is walking through life with you. Being a wife means supporting each other through both the easy seasons and the hard ones. It means learning how to communicate and grow over time. It means showing up for one another in ways that sometimes feel small but matter deeply, like checking in after a long day, or celebrating small victories, or simply sitting together in comfortable silence. Marriage isn't about perfection either. It's about partnership. It's about two people choosing to keep building something together, even as life changes around them. And then there's the broader experience of simply being a woman, which comes with its own kind of resilience and beauty. Women often develop a deep emotional awareness that allows them to understand people and situations on a meaningful level. Women are often the connectors in families and friendships in the ones who remember to reach out to someone who might be struggling, the ones who notice when someone else needs encouragement or support. Women build communities sometimes without even realizing it, simply by caring about the people around them. There's something remarkable about the way women balance strength and compassion at the same time. They can be fierce protectors and gentle encouragers in the very same moment. They can carry responsibility while finding ways to laugh and create joy within their families and relationships. And that combination of strength and compassion is something worth celebrating. Another thing that deserves recognition is the mental load that women manage every single day. The mental load is all the invisible thinking that happens behind the scenes of daily life. It's remembering and planning and anticipating and organizing And that keeps life moving forward. It's knowing what groceries need to be replaced before they run out. It's remembering that school event next week or the appointment next month. It's thinking ahead about holidays, birthdays, meals, schedules, and everything in between. That mental load can be exhausting, but it rarely gets acknowledged. But it's also a sign of the incredible dedication women bring to caring for the people and environments around them. It takes attention and commitment and love to carry those responsibilities. And the fact that women do it day after day says a lot about their character and their strength. But today, it's not about focusing on how much we carry. Today is about recognizing how capable and resilient and how incredibly amazing women truly are. It's about taking a moment to appreciate the role you play in the lives of the people around you. Maybe you're the person who keeps the household running smoothly. Maybe you're the one who always knows how to comfort someone when they're having a hard day. Maybe you're the friend who checks in when others forget. Maybe you're the one who silently solves problems without needing recognition. All of those things matter more than you probably realize. The impact that you have on your family, your friends, your community is so much bigger than it appears in everyday moments. And that is exactly why today is a toot your own horn kind of conversation. Because sometimes we need to remind ourselves that we are doing meaningful work simply by living our lives with care and intention. We don't have to wait for big accomplishments or major milestones to acknowledge our worth. The everyday things matter too. The patience we show our kids, the support we give our partner, the kindness we offer friends and family. That matters. Even the effort you put into showing up each day, doing your best, that matters. Life life isn't about perfection, and it isn't about constantly chasing some ideal version of ourselves. Sometimes life is about recognizing that who we are right now already holds value. Sometimes the healthiest thing we could do for ourselves is to pause the self criticism and allow ourselves to appreciate the things that we are already doing well. So, if you're listening today, I want you to take a moment and really think about the roles you play in your life. Think about the ways you show up for the people you care about. Think about the patience that you've practiced, the love you've given, and the strength you've shown during difficult seasons, and the resilience that carried you through moments you once thought you couldn't handle. All of those things deserves recognition. They deserve a celebration. Because the truth is, you are doing better than you probably give yourself credit for. You are stronger than you realize. And the everyday efforts you make to care for people and responsibilities in your life are meaningful. So today, instead of focusing on what needs to be fixed or improved, I hope you take a moment to appreciate who you already are and the good you already bring into the world. Sometimes the most powerful form of growth is learning how to recognize your own value without waiting for someone else to point it out. And sometimes The healthiest thing we can do is allow ourselves to celebrate the good without feeling like we have to earn it through struggle or improvement. So today, go ahead, toot your own horn. Acknowledge the effort you've put into your family, your marriage, your relationships, your life. Recognize the strength and compassion and the resilience that you carry with you every single day. Because the roles you hold as a wife, a mother, and as a woman matter more than you may ever fully see, and the quiet impact you have on the people around you is something worth celebrating. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me today. And if you are looking for permission, this is it. Go toot your horn, ladies. We are worth celebrating. I'll see you guys next time.